Hey guys, it's July 5th, 2021. On the way to my bestie's house. Thought maybe we'd see a Amish buggy on the way because he lives in Amish country. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. And it's a two-lane road. Most of the people, and narrower than this road, most of the people pass the buggies. Like, even when they can't see anybody coming, like around turns and hills coming, that's so wrong. You know, I don't care if they're going 25 miles per hour. 25 miles per hour, you know, I'd rather arrive alive than, God forbid, cause somebody else to be hurt. So I just piddle along behind them. And sometimes if they'll get a big line behind them, like a parade, they'll pull over and let everybody go by. A lot of people don't like them because they're like, they don't pay taxes. The only thing I have against them is I know the horses are work animals. I know that. But sometimes they just work those horses to death, literally. So, I mean, I've seen it happen. So, it's one of my many PTSD. Anyway, PSD. Yeah. What would PSDA mean? Public service announcement? I don't know. But yeah, that was awful. Awful. I'll never forget it, ever. And they just drug it off the side of the road. Yeah. Anywho, that was quite revealing. That was terrible. Sorry. Well, you know, it's Charlotte Unplugged, and a lot of times I just give all the positive, you know, stuff that I do in my life. And there's a lot of things that I've been through that I don't talk about. But that was just one of them. Yeah, look at these frickin' windy kiss your butt turns. But I chose to move back home. Circleville was like Kansas, all flat, no hills, no turns. Everything was in not even 5 minutes distance of where I live. Oh, there's one. Oh my goodness, I didn't think we'd see one this fast. Watch out, GMC behind me. You know, if you travel this road, if you're local, well, they took the front plates off now, so I don't know if that dude's local or not. There's no sticker. Well, I think stickers go on the back ones anyway. Yeah, there's Amish. Now see, that was rather safe to pass. Even the guy behind me is passing. But a lot of people, they'll pass, you know, like I said, like on a blind hill or a sharp turn sharper than that one. They'll just buzz around them, not knowing if anybody's coming. But that guy in front of me could clearly see there was no one coming for a while. So generally, if somebody passes them like that, I'll follow them. So they pretty much know, you know, they're not going to pass them if they see somebody coming, unless they're crazy. And look at this country. All the trees. I'll be going right past my sister's house, but she's still in Florida with my other sister for another week. So I miss them. Our other friend Dwayne's been going to the casino. Felt like calling him and saying, hey, I'll go down there with you if you want some company. But he's like a lone wolf. He doesn't really. I mean, he says he misses them. He told him he missed them. He didn't think he'd miss them that much. But usually he likes to be by himself. That way he can leave whenever he wants to go. He'd probably say, well, you drive your car. That way if you want to leave before I do, you got a way to leave. I hope you guys can hear me because that radio is kind of loud. Right now I can't turn it down. Alright, my knee can take over. There we go. I hope you could hear me before. I like the music loud. When there's no kids in the car to hurt their little ears. Yeah, turn it up. I don't turn it up way loud though, because I have really good hearing. I always used to say I have bad eyes, but I have really great hearing. Because I could hear, you know, people whispering from like a mile away. That's an exaggeration, but yeah, I can hear really well. Well, now that I got my cataracts removed, got my eyes fixed, I can see just as well too, except I still need what I call readers to read books or read comments. I'm just enjoying the scenery, guys. Hope you are too. One time I drove this road back from my sister's and it was storming, and I was driving and catching the lightning. The lightning was going like all the way to the ground, like those kind of ground strikes. It was crazy. Look at them giant bales of hay. I'm sure you've seen them before. This is an airport, a small airport. The guy lived there, had his own plane. And yeah, you know, it's not like you can't go anywhere. It was his plane, but we have a airport, and it's getting they got a bunch of grants or something, or money from gas and oil, who knows. But anyways, they're making improvements to it. And I know a guy that had his own plane, but he's sick and he can't fly anymore. He sold his plane, which praying for his family and him, but yeah, that was a sad day when he had to sell his plane. But I want to go up. I keep forgetting to call the frickin' airport. They take people up during the Pumpkin Festival, but I'm sure they take people up anytime for a fee. I think it's $10 though during the Pumpkin Festival. And I've done it before, but that was before I was filming, before I had a YouTube channel. So I want to go again. If I can ever remember to call them, I have to write that on the calendar. And sometimes I forget to look at the calendar when I get up in the morning. Oh well, that's what retirement will do for you. You really don't have to worry about anything unless you have a scheduled appointment or you have to babysit. The grandies, or the grand monsters, as I sometimes call them. Out there is a slope creek on that road. I don't know if you can see it. I don't want to pan too fast. But yeah, out there is Slope Creek. There's a lot of fish in that creek. So one of the reservoirs, we have 2 reservoirs that feed our town. That's one of them. I should take a drive out there sometime. People swim out there, fish. I used to swim out there when I was a teenager. My kids swim out there. Yeah, good old country. Good old country life. Yeah, so my daughter and I was talking about how when she lived in the Florida Keys on her sailboat, how I rode the Greyhound bus for 2 days to come visit her. Stayed there for 2 weeks, and then she flew me back. Anywho, that was crazy. I didn't sleep the whole time on the bus because I cannot sleep in a moving vehicle. I envy people who can do that. My little sister can. You know, my big sister can't either. But sleep on a train or on a plane or in a car, I could never do it, ever. So yeah, I was up for 2 days. Slept good that night. Especially sleeping on the boat, with, you know, the boat rocking back and forth. I lived on a cabin cruiser in Florida. When I lived in Florida, I lived on a cabin cruiser for a while. We had me, my ex-husband, 3 kids then. Jed wasn't born yet, the youngest. We had Brandon and Jessica and Charlie, and a German Shepherd. So we had 5 people in a German Shepherd, full-grown German Shepherd, Zorana, on that boat. And everybody fell in the water trying to get on that boat but Jessica. And she's the one that grew up and bought the sailboat, of course. So yeah, that was fun for a minute. At least it was good weather for it. Lived in a van for a period of time, not long. 3 months, I think it was. Same deal, 5 of us in a German Shepherd. That's when we first got to Florida. And X got a job, fiberglass and sailboats, because that's what he did, fiberglass. And then we saved and got enough for the to rent a place. No, I think we bought the boat first and then lived on it, and then we saved. Yeah, I lived in a lot of states, but always come back home. There's Amish, they like build things. There's some horses. I think you can see them, maybe not. Gotta keep my eye on the road. Anyways, yeah, a lot of Amish around here. And they build like little buildings that you can live in, you know, off-grid homes, or you can even hook up, you know. They build those, they build sheds. My sister bought a shed, my older sister, for her riding lawnmower from them. They do a really good job. And they deliver it and everything. There's some cows. Red Hereford? I don't know. We lived on a farm when I was growing up in Akron, Ohio. And then my grandpa always had a farm in a little town called Belmont, Ohio. So my dad moved us all down there, and we lived in town, but Dad always went out and helped with the farm, cows and gardening. And when Mom and Dad got divorced, Dad moved out there, and he raised cattle. My grandpa had a dairy farm, sold milk to the bulk tanks. Dad, he just raised beef cattle, sold them, had garden stuff. He retired from the state of Ohio. He's the one that did the shoveled snow on the sides of the roads in the wintertime to run a big plow. Anyways, he retired, and he still raised the beef cattle. They had to force him to retire. He didn't want to retire. They made him. He was a worker. And then he raised beef cattle still after he retired. Just couldn't sit still. And then frickin' cancer got him. My brother, little brother, he died when he was 19 in a car wreck. 17 or 19, I don't know. I don't like to remember that shit. But yeah, somebody else was driving. They fell asleep at the wheel. Everybody else was already asleep. Not keeping the driver awake. One of them things. Yeah, anywho. Yeah, my brother died, and my dad died, and my mom died. All in the space of like... well, Dad and my brother was like 2-3 months away. Then Mom, but it wasn't a year, yeah. And then my granddaughter died. This is a morbid. Jeez, where did this go? It's kind of morbid. But I always remember the memories, you know. That's what you got to keep in mind. Remember all the memories, all the good times. And remember the people who are still here, you know, for you. You for them, you know. You got to take care of yourself, too. But man, that was a bunch of, what do they call those? Oh shoot, I used to know all this stuff. I have a degree in mental health. All that stuff about when somebody dies, when you lose a job, when you move, all those big things. There's like 4 or 5 of them. Yeah, that was a lot of those in a short amount of time. Well, you all getting to know me, huh? On this drive. It's nice to talk to people when you're on a drive because it makes it go quicker. Oh, there's a buggy. Up close and personal. How long is this video already? 18 minutes, 16 minutes? I'll go for like 4 more minutes. Yeah, see, we even got signs. Never been to Amish country. We even have signs up. Tell you where there's buggies crossing and stuff. This reminds me of when I grew up in the country. And when oh, that little house is for sale back there. I'm looking to buy a house. I want a house in the country. This isn't too far from town, so it wouldn't be bad. I gotta stop and get that number on the way back. Cause, yeah, I'd rather be in the country than in town any day. Although town's more convenient. It must be having a poker run because I've seen a lot of motorcycles. When I was at the drive-thru getting my supplies for the night, I saw a lot of bikes going by, so they must be having somebody's having a poker run. And no, it's not the Reapers because theirs is until the end of this month. But there's a lot of deer on this road too. Yeah, so my best friend, I think I told you before, he inherited the house from his grandmother. And he used to live with his mom and stepdad for years. I mean, he's 40, shoot, he's 41. He's the same age as Charlie, my son Charlie and his wife Angie. That's how I met him, was through them. Anyways, he's the same age as they are. I'm like his second mom, calls me mom. Anywho, he used to drive all this way to see us all the time. And he texted me last night, said, "You ever gonna come see me again?" Because I've only been there once. And he's like, "All those years I can't." I said, I know you have. So I said, "Oh, how about tomorrow?" Since I don't have Riley tonight. I usually have Riley stays Monday night, my granddaughter Riley, and then I keep her Tuesday because that's the only day the babysitter has off. Well, Jessica took Riley back so she could make some summertime memories with Ida and Edith. And she's not bringing her back till Thursday, so I don't have Riley tonight. So I said, how about I come over tomorrow night since you're off Tuesday? We can stay up and have some drinks. Since you don't have to get up and go to work. So he was like, yeah. But it's not that far of a drive. It's only, what I say, it's been 16 minutes. Can't make it out right now the way that. Okay, 18 minutes? No, 19 minutes. Yeah, it's not that far of a drive. It's just windy as AF. But yeah, we drink, he smokes. I just don't like the way it makes me feel. I get more anxious. I'm hyper and anxious enough. I don't need to be. I like to be in control at all times too. That's why I don't drink a lot. And boy, I got drunk the other night. That was ruined my drunk record. Because it's years between that I get that drunk. But it was my other best friend's birthday in August. He'll be gone a year. He would have been 49 this year. Yeah. So anyways, I was thinking about him. Drank a little bit too much. My daughter, good thing my daughter was there. She said she picked me up off the ground, but she didn't. I started to trip. She caught me. She's just exaggerating and joking around, but yeah, that happened. And he had a heart attack. Just, I gotta stop talking about this stuff. It's too much, too much. And that's why I'm always smiling. Because, you know, what are you gonna do? If you don't keep smiling, you know, you might crash and burn someday. But you know what I find helpful, guys? I was coming back from, this is weird. I couldn't go to the funeral. I couldn't do it. I went to the viewing. I could not go to his funeral. And I know I should have, because the funeral's for other people, you know. But I don't know. Me and his dad cried when I walked up to the coffin. You know? So I just, no. Anyway, went to visit him. Went to visit his gravesite. I put pictures on my Instagram. Survivor of Tales is my Instagram. Anyways, I went there not knowing where. Here comes another buggy. Not knowing where his grave was, and I just let my car lead the way, and just said, you know, if I can't find it, I'm gonna walk the whole place, and it's gonna be good exercise for me. So I just let my car guide me, and it went in and around and up to the top of the hill. I stopped. I thought, oh, this is a good place to park and start. I looked over, right there, I swear to God, right there, Hamilton. And then I thought, how could that be it? And then I saw the frickin' Bud Light bottle. I knew that was him. So yeah, I didn't make it there on his birthday, because look at this dude passing me. Slow down, dude, so you can make it around that turn. You're welcome. Like Rosie says, goat head, yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, I was at a Back Home Festival for his birthday. That's why I was telling you about. That's why I got stinking drunk that day. But anywho, I made it there a couple days after his birthday. But that was like, I don't know, him, a God wink, I don't know what it was, but yeah, I didn't have to walk that whole cemetery. It was weird. There's like 3 different like turns I could have taken in there. So thanks, Billy. Love you, buddy. Thanks for looking out. He always did look out for me. That man would have taken a bullet for me. I have no doubt in my mind, heart, and soul. So we have arrived. Since I didn't put the address in my GIFs, and I've only been over here once to his grandma's, well, twice. I went there once with him, and then been here once since he's moved in. I know where he lived with his mom and stepdad. I'm gonna have to jump off of here now and pull over and give him a text and say, now, was it left, right, left? As soon as I get to the McDonald's, that's where I can pull in. Because I know once you go out of the McDonald's, you turn left, and it's that way. And I think it's the first road to the right. I'm pretty sure about that. Then after that, there's 2 other turns that I'm not sure of. love that song. Alright, I'm just going to sit right here out of the way because I have to go right back out. I know it's to the left there where the Eagles is. I know you turn right at that light. At that light you turn left. And then the first street you come to you make a right. So it's left, right, but then I don't know the other two ones. So I'm going to bid adieu. I love you guys. Thanks for listening to me. That was therapeutic actually. And sorry for for that all coming out, but you know, it's good to get that stuff out. So yeah, oh my god. Sorry God, oh my gosh, they played this song at my brother's funeral. Because he had the bluest eyes, like cornflower blue. And he loved, was that Tom Petty? I don't know. He loved Tom Petty anyway. I don't know who that was. I can sing songs word for word, but ask me who the artist is. I mean, I know the Beatles, you know, I know the Stones, I know Grateful Dead, but I forget some of the other, you know, like musical bands. I forget some of the bands' names, and I used to know them. Like, I don't know. I was in a car accident once. I hit my head real hard off the windshield, and that's what I think happened. Who knows? But my memory is shot, and like I said, I haven't done a lot of drugs. I mean, when I was younger, I sampled, but I was never. I don't have an addictive personality. I was never addicted to anything. Never. Not to say that everybody's addicted who you know, smokes. That's God's plant, you know. He put her on this earth. It's just, I don't do that. I don't like the way it makes me feel, but I don't care if anybody else does it. But you know what I mean. I just never. So my memory's not messed up because of that. That's what I'm trying to say. Because they say, I don't know if it's true, but they say you lose your short-term memory over smoking a lot of marijuana. I don't know if that's true or not, but well, it's really not my short-term though. It's my long-term. I'm just rambling. Alright guys, I'm gonna get off here and I'll subject you to any more pain. Especially my rambling. Alright? And I'm okay guys. I love you guys. I'll talk to you the next time. Bye. Be safe.